Ishwaram, as resplendent sun. It's the start of a bright new day. Time to rise, time to shine, Lord divine. Time to lead us along life's way. Awake, Lord of Buddha party. Awake, O Lord, over all mankind. Awake, O Lord of compassion, that the world good fortune may find. On Chitravati's peaceful shore stands our heart's own mansion. We yearn to serve you, and we long for your holy darshan. Morning's begun, and o'er the world spreads the radiant sun. Sri Sathya Sai Bhagavan, may your glory now dawn. We love to sing your...
Dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram, I've been given 1 hour for this session, but the bus should leave at 1:15, and because if they don't leave at the right time, everything will get clogged up, and there's a strict instruction that everything should end at 1:15. So I've decided to cut short the session to 15 minutes. All right, now, 15 minutes, which will start from 45 minutes after I started this. Okay, now what is this? What we initially thought of doing was, you see, the most important thing is that if you want to progress in this spiritual path, one of the salient points is to equip ourselves with knowledge. Knowledge is very critical. We all know the story. Swami has told this many times. The Sanskrit master and the boatwala on the boat. They were going, somewhere in the middle of the sea or somewhere in the middle of the river. The Sanskrit scholar said, "Boatwala, you know Sanskrit?" Well, I don't know Sanskrit. You don't know Sanskrit? 1/4 of your life is gone. As they continued, then he said, have you ever heard Sanskrit? Boatwala said, no. No, 2/4 of your life is gone. Then they continued. Never mind. Have you at least seen the Sanskrit words? No. 3/4 of your life is gone. Suddenly, the boat had a hole. As the boat was sinking, the boatman asked the Sanskrit scholar, "Do you know how to swim?" The Sanskrit scholar said, "No, your whole life is gone." So therefore, knowledge is very important. Knowledge is critical. Now, how to do this? We initially thought we will give everyone a sheet of paper. It is a questionnaire, and we are supposed to go through these questions. And at the end of the questionnaire, you will realize that there are many things we took for granted, and it will be a salient realization that we have yet to improve ourselves in terms of knowledge. Therefore, this is a realization session. But for realization, we need time. Time we don't have. Therefore, what we thought of doing was that we will keep this here. Center chairman, at the end of this session, you can come and take respective numbers for your devotees, and you conduct a sadhana camp at your respective centers. Ask devotees to fill this questionnaire and see how much we know and how much we don't know. Because Swami has said, and there's one questionnaire on Hinduism. I have come to feed the roots of all religion, Baba said. And I always used to say, if it's a drama, Puttaparthi, Swami is there, BBC, our TV crew, BBC, everyone is there, and people are there. Swami says, Swami, interview. Come. Calls you, calls that BBC crew or the TV crew, all go into the Prashanti room. Then the BBC crew people say, Swami, is it true that they say that you are the avatar? Ah, that is what they normally say. Let us say, Baba says, yes. Why have you come? Baba says, I have come to feed the roots of all religions. Then he puts the mic to another devotee. Who is that? How long have you been a devotee of Sathya Sai Baba? 15, 20 years now. Because interview room, your words cannot go up now. 15, 20 years. 20 years you have been with Bhagavan? Yes, 20 years I mean with Bhagavan. Wonderful, wonderful. Swami, what did you say just now? I have come to feed the roots of all religion. Now the mic goes back to the devotee. Brother, can you please tell us, what is the religion that you're born in? Hinduism. Tell us something about Hinduism. What is Hinduism? Of course, at that point, it is very good. All of us close the eyes and go into dhyanam. No words. Hey, you said you're 15, 20 years with Bhagavan. Yes? Yes. Swami is saying, I have come to feed the roots of all religion. Yes. You are following him for 20 years. Yes. Therefore, let me ask you, tell us something about Hinduism. Because after all, he said that he is here to feed the roots. Tell me something. For me, my Bhagavan is everything. And emotionally cry with a lot of commotion. Yes, and after consoling, then the BBC, Swami, Baba, you say you have come here to feed the roots of all religion. You say you are here to foster the roots of all religion. You say you are here to irrigate the religious paths. Then how is it that your people don't know what is the religion that they are born in? They don't know anything about religion. Swami, lying. Swami said, what to do? It is only through my devotees that my teachings can be upheld. So that is what this session is about. We must we must know that religion. We must be able to disseminate the religion. We must be able to thunder forth the religious truths. People must ask, oh, fantastic, incredible. Hinduism also you know, Christianity also you know. What? I am a devotee. Who's born? James Bond, like that. Baba, Sai Baba. This is what we should do. Foster the roots, foster the roots. That is what this session is. And this session is supposed to create this. Now, in the cover, if you have got a copy of this Hari Bhajana Vina book, you'll see in the front cover this. Down, lights down. Okay. What do you see? Isn't it all mountains? Yes. Lot of mountains. Now, dear friends, in knowledge, we can appreciate nature. That is all. In knowledge, we'll be able to we'll see the grandeur, we'll be able to see the splendor. But it is only in wisdom. It is only in wisdom that we suddenly see. Now, mouth, nose, hair, eyes, you see the teacher. So in knowledge, you appreciate nature. In wisdom, you see the teacher. So what we must achieve at the end of the day, Swami said the end of knowledge is love. But it is the end of wisdom is? Oh, yes. This one Baba said. End of wisdom is? Swami, out of shy, end of wisdom is? See, Baba, 50 Baba, Swami's words. It's not examination question. You see, first we must know, end of wisdom is, end of wisdom? Freedom. End of wisdom is freedom. See? Yes, that doesn't mean two wings will fly up and then wisdom means the ability to see everything, because Swami's definition of a devotee is, if you are working in an organization, your office, if you are working in your office, wouldn't we ask the boss, what is it that you expect me to do? Then terms and reference we follow, we get promoted. But supposing the organization, your boss gives you a specific instruction, but we are only interested and we can only do this little thing. We can keep on doing. Where are you working? I'm working there. How long? 12 years, 13 years. Why? I only know how to do this and I'm only good at this, so I'm working. So the organization will keep on doing. The terms of reference were not followed, therefore grace does not follow, grace does not come, and we continue to do the thing that we think fits the definition of Swami's. Swami says, my definition, I have got a definition of a devotee. This, in a letter he wrote to his brother, when his brother said, when he started this journey, his brother, Baba's brother said, told him, Swami, a lot of people are insulting you, a lot of people are criticizing you, why are you doing all this, why are you materializing, don't do this. Then he said, Satya, don't do this, Satya. He replied back in a letter, powerful letter. In that letter he said, do not doubt this, I have my own definition of a devotee. See, I have my own definition of a devotee. In Swami's eyes, what then is a devotee? One who treats pain and pleasure the same, treats the opposite extremes the same. He alone is my devotee. Oh, Swami, that is your definition of devotee. Not the number of songs I sing, not how I sing the song. That is all orientation program to develop the mind to that level, because once we reach that level, we will become free. Then we will enjoy seeing the teacher in nature. Silent. Dear friends, dear devotees, therefore, this is the session. I don't have much time, therefore I cannot continue. But doubts must cease. In knowledge, doubts must cease. We must not become like that boy who went for the parachute jumping class. Okay. Teacher is instructing, okay, now put the parachute in the higher side. Supposing I don't put, you put it inside, the parachute is put. Then what do you do? Put it behind your back. Supposing I don't do, you put it behind the higher side. Then you go into the flight. Supposing the flight don't take off, it will take off. So he goes inside. Then the flight goes up. Then what happened? 10,000 feet, the door will open. The door, supposing the door won't open, it will open. Don't worry. 10,000 feet. Then you jump down. When you jump down halfway, you pull. The parachute will open and it will come down. So supposing it pull, then you come back. I'll change for you another one. So therefore, we cannot keep on asking, questioning. Once the question is asked, and once we know it is in this wisdom, freedom is born. Therefore, the rest of the session, we like Brother Jagat to continue because he's got some excellent questions he will answer, because he will try to make us now aspire to be the avatar himself. And therefore, without much ado, Brother Jagat.
Sir, dear devotees, before I start this session, the session now is the final session, right? Blossoming, eh? Hello? Whatever is blossoming, at least flowers will blossom. Dear devotees, sometimes, I've already told you sometimes why. When I sometimes speak, I speak very strongly, and some people, Jagat speaking so strong. The new people may think, why he's being so stern? Eh? Because you're new, you're right. But Simon is not new here. So many years already. Same story, 8th convention. Someone, advice given to one of the youth, came and told me, Jagat, I think next time maybe not be so good to call it Sai Con. Because, somebody has told me now, because people can make fun, wow, you Sai all con men. A Sai is a con. So that's a good point, because words have trigger of negative energy, see? So, the public won't take it like that, no? So I mean, you all think about it, whether you want to, how to make it more, let abbreviation be some divine vibrations, The words must have divine vibration. That's why they name people, Ravi, Raja, Jaga. See, when my parents named me, they had some aspiration. Jagadeesan. Jagadeesan, God of the world. I'm trying. Okay. Dear devotees, I understand in the previous session, which I answered some questions, I made some comments, I made a grievous sin. I committed a grievous sin. I want to correct that sin immediately. That is this. I mentioned to you that in KL, they have this animal SPCA program every year, first of the year. And I mentioned Bangsa Center because that I knew. But actually I was very wrong. Someone came and scolded me and said, actually it's not Bangsa, KL and PJ, okay? So make the correction, I make the correction now. It's not Bangsa Center, Kuala Lumpur, PJ get together and do the joint project. Give a big hand for that, okay? Fantastic. Few things I want to clarify before we go to the questions. Some of you saw these youngsters doing this kind of dances just now, and I understand, I didn't see some of the other things. I understand the rap was done, and some of the people may think, oh, how can they do this kind of dances, all this is a holy function, Dear devotees, this is something that I have encouraged. I want the youth to express their devotion through their medium of dance, of singing. Let them do rap, but in devotion style. Using rap, rap is only a medium. Tomorrow rap will go, but the bhajan vibration will remain. Let them sing rap, let them do the bhajan will always remain. The bhajan is tambura. But one thing I want to tell you, when you dance here in Malaysia, same as you do in Puttaparthi, you must do. The discipline must be kept. And Sai Council leaders must observe this. Boys and girls can be on stage together, but always keep them separate. Don't let them interact in their dancing. You know what I mean? The boy going behind the girl and doing this, all this, that's all Hindi movie, okay? But don't do that. It's not a criticism, it's very nicely done, except because someone didn't advise them. Next time they can do it. Girls can do with girls, boys can do with boys. But on the same stage, keep them separate like that. Swami has said, boys and girls can be together, but keep them separate. We have done it in Prashanti, in front of Swami, but in two sections. Of course, there in Puttaparthi, all the Indian devotees were all scared. Swami is going to scold. I said, no mind, we'll do it, what is there, And Swami accepted it. Whatever we do is love, but we must maintain the decorum that Swami expects. Okay, what I'm going to do this session, I'm going to plug a few things in here. I'm going to first take these questions. These are spiritual questions. The reason why I've asked some of the leaders to be here, because I think it's important that these questions be answered in a uniform manner everywhere we go, because these are spiritual questions, and our Sai Center leaders are not just a leader of any organization, they are spiritual leaders actually. So their knowledge base, Sai Center leaders' knowledge base must increase. There's no question about it. That form that Suresh has given must be, every Indian Sai Center leader must know. He must know Swami, he must know how to answer questions. So knowledge base, why must knowledge base increase? Because, dear devotees, those days Sai movement was small. No one knew who we were. So whatever we do, whatever we say, no one cares, But now we are moving in a front line of contact with public. And that means, and we go to public more and more, and people must, and more and more people are going to ask you questions, Not the devotees will ask you about Baba, about teachings, everything. You must be able to answer this, with conviction, and don't go and confuse the people, okay? Suppose, let us say now, you go to the old folks home or somewhere, old hospital, and then you're going to do seva. And then one of the devotees, one doctor comes in and says, oh, Sai Baba? Who's Sai Baba? Oh, he is God, He's come to help all of you. Nurse, who are these crackpots? Get them out of here, okay? You know what I mean? So don't, see, if you think Baba is God, good. If you think Baba is God, then follow his teachings in your life. Don't bluff. Follow your teachings. Swami says, don't follow me. Don't worship me. Worship my teachings. Don't go and praise Baba as God, as God, as God. Let people recognize Baba as God. Don't flash Baba's picture everywhere, okay? Let's live his message, show his message, and let other people come and seek the picture. Let them come and seek the picture. Give me Baba's picture. Don't put Baba's picture in front, picture in front, picture in front. So don't be, I tell you, everybody, in front of Swami. In front of Swami, in one session some years ago, I was in the Purna Chandra Hall. Send me a flower, please. Give me quick, fast. In front of Swami, a few years ago, I was asked to speak. Swami sitting there. Sometimes I do some dicey things, okay? I wasn't too sure how I was going to take it, but I said, what can you lose? You can only throw me out of the ashram. Okay, so I said, Swami, I said, in this world, there are two types of devotees. Sai lovers and Sai chauvinists. So when I said that, I looked, and Swami turned his head like this again, okay? And I think, why should I continue? I couldn't have my I already have started. I said, Swami, a Sai lover is the one who'll hold the Sai flower in his hand gently and lovingly, so others can see the flower and experience the fragrance. He shouldn't hold it too lightly, if not it'll fall. But he should hold it just right, so people can see the fragrance and experience it. A Sai chauvinist in wanting to talk, Sai, will crush the very flower he wants to exalt. Don't crush the flower of Sai. Let's exalt it, holding it lovingly, and we must become Swami's fragrance. Some interesting questions have been asked, some spiritual, some technical. I just want to ask you, okay? I'm answering this question because these are general questions which will be asked in any center around the world, at devotees around the world. So I'm giving generic answers here. Just a suggestion to make centers to strict 1 hour bhajan announcement on bhajan days. If you come, bhajan 1 hour, I'll go back. Dear devotees, if this was only a sing-song group, and your only purpose in life was bhajan, then do that. A Sai center is no more a bhajan center. News for you. A Sai center is a spiritual center dedicated to service and human values. A Sai center, a spiritual center dedicated to service and human values. It's not this bhajan center came from India, the word started coming through, okay? But Swami's Sai center is no more just a sing-song center. Therefore, a Sai center is a service center, a spiritual center dedicated to service and elevation of values. Therefore, Baba's message, for example, how should it be read? Don't everybody sit there, one anonymous voice from the crowd will take the message. Bhagavan Baba says, we must all follow, love all, serve all, and therefore we must then love the Father, Mother. Thank you very much. Om, Jai, Jai. No one understood the message. Dear devotees, get up. Whoever going to read a message, hold the message. Don't just read this message. Read the message and tell what is significance to you, this message. Then the meaning gets in. Let it be an audio-visual experience. I'm very shy, I don't like to stand. That's your ego. That is not modesty, that is your ego. What's shy? You're not going there for a beauty contest. You're going there to explain Baba's message. Why? Then why, dear devotees, if we cannot improve the silence, keep quiet. If a message is read, what is the purpose of reading? So that people understand and imbibe. So it is more, this public speaking thing is very simple. People want to see the person reads the message, and this is the significance to me, this message. Then people catch it. Then service announcement must be made. If you have no service, matter ends there, bhajan over. Then 1 hour, less than 1 hour, half an hour, you can go back home, you see. But service must be done. Announcement made from Prashanti Nilayam comes through. Central Council sends circulars must be announced. Your bhajan can be 1 hour exactly. After that, depends upon your activity level. That will retain, sustain things. The study circles. Have you doing bhajan? If you have, for example, some centers so busy, devotees are so busy other times of the day, of the week. No time for separate study circle day. So what we did, some centers, we cut the bhajan short half an hour. And then study circle is held for 1 hour. That is bhajan also. Bhaja is prayer. So this, then another recommendation here, which I think is a good recommendation, Bracha, I offer this to you. Only coordinators of centers, service, spiritual, to have training camps at national level to enhance the understanding of the activities and put them into practice at the center. It's an excellent suggestion. From the floor it's coming from our devotee, Brother Ram Gopal. Ram Gopal is coming, and it's an excellent suggestion. And I think even in Prashanti, they have now training centers. The biggest problem now is they're going to have a Sathya Sai training school, management school, they have Sathya Sai management school for Sai leaders. Because they found fellas are coming, taking a chairmanship, don't know what to do. They're all managers, not leaders, they know how to lead a center. So this is one issue, okay? Now, next one. Each of us is Swami's instrument to accomplish Sai mission, to transform the current world of adharma. Oh, I'm glad you all think like this. More basic than the spiritual, more basic than the transformation of the current world of adharma, is a spiritual upliftment of the aspirant along the upstep of karma, bhakti, jnana and raja yoga. Swami has stated, the pure and selfless love is antidote to everything. With this, all sadhana are not necessary. Explain in terms of priority. Okay, very interesting question. Swami says, with pure and selfless love, it's antidote of everything, therefore no sadhana is necessary. Good. I don't need to do sadhana. Swami says, no need to do sadhana. If I have love already, enough already. Dear devotees, what is the meaning of pure and selfless love? Don't use Swami's words to escape from doing things, okay? Do your bhajans, do your yajnas, do your mantras, do everything until you come to a point where you burst like the light, okay? At what point this is, because Swami is talking about this, you think? When you surrender to Sai, what is surrender? Dear devotees, in Prasanthi Nilayam, I gave a 1 hour talk on surrender, you know. That's the fantastic dimension. I'm going to take one fraction of it and share it with you. What is surrender? What is the meaning of surrender to Baba? Surrender to Baba does not mean falling at the feet of Avatar and knocking head on the ground, okay? That is physical exercise, your head may get hurt, that's okay. How many times you fell? The fellows will now fall at your father and mother's feet, will go and fall there, you know. Fall at your parents' feet. And what is the meaning of falling at parents' feet? Children, all youth here, I tell you, don't fall at your parents' feet today, later in the day betray them, you know. When you fall at anyone's feet, what you're saying is, the falling at the feet is not an action of the body. The falling of the feet is a state of mind. You need not go there and fall at Swami's feet physically. Your mind must fall at his feet. And therefore, children, when you fall at your parents' feet, what you're saying, Daddy, Mommy, I promise you, I will never betray you. I promise you, I will live a life to make you happy. This is your Pada Namaskar. But nowadays, what do you have? Brother, come here, please. Come here, please. Come, please. Come, brother. The time is short. Don't. Nowadays, what do you have? Pada Namaskar. What Pada Namaskar? Come here. Nowadays, youth I see. What Pada Namaskar? New dimension Pada Namaskar. This is not Pada, it's Knee Namaskar. In the entire Hindu scriptures, no such thing as Knee Namaskar. Sometimes another one, good one, this is aerobic namaskar. Have you seen this? I'm telling you, you're laughing because you've seen this, I'm sure. Aerobic namaskar is called. I've checked the scriptures because sometimes I'm aware, no such thing, aerobic namaskar. Pada namaskar means you fall down, you kneel down, your forehead must touch your parents' feet. Your forehead must touch the feet. And the parent, don't stand there blinking, you know. The parent, what you must do, you must bend down with love, touch your child, raise the child gently, and put vibhuti, if the vibhuti is there, hug this child. It is a bonding. A psychic bonding takes place. Dear devotees. So, what is the meaning of the pure and selfless love here then? When you surrender to Swami, what is the meaning of surrender? Dear devotees, at what point can we say, in fact, another question also on the same theme, when someone asked here, about okay, same theme here, this question. We are Sai devotees. We are Sai devotees. Baba says what, no? You're not a devotee until I call you a devotee. And I haven't found many devotees. We all aspirants. Okay, we all call Janala, we are devotee, okay? Swami doesn't mind. He doesn't mind a lot of things we do, okay? There's only one God belonging to all faith. When God descends, He is avatar. Swami is our avatar, so He is our God. If that be the case, why not we only pray to Him and not have a complicated prayer room and a complicated altar? The altar at the hall is a straight forward and have easy for prayer, etc. Swami himself has said, no need for prayers, no need to pray to the 9 planets, just surrender to me. Fantastic. So why bother? Swami, I've surrendered. How? I go for bhajans. Once a year I do seva. Okay, twice a year. Swami, I fall at your feet. And then they have this swimming motion, you know. You know, that's me. I have surrendered. Bhagavan Bina. Swami, I sing to you. Bhagavan Bina koi apne Sainath Bina Paramatma nahi. God will say what, no? Ayyo. So much emotion, no devotion. I'm not saying don't cry, cry. Dear devotees, what is surrender? Listen very carefully what I'm telling you. So you understand why is that don't take Swami's words as an escape route for not doing things properly. What is the meaning of surrender? Look at the dictionary, you'll understand the meaning. When the Japanese came and took over this country, did the Malaysian government surrender or not? Was there surrender? They surrendered. Yeah, surrendered. When the Japanese took over, they took over the government, they surrendered, isn't it? Surrendered. When the Japanese surrendered, of course they fought, then finally they surrendered. I mean, surrender means you fight first, then surrender. You don't surrender without a fight, okay? When the Romans conquered the Europe, many countries surrendered one by one, isn't it? And all became part of the Roman Empire. When the British colonial people came, what did they do? They fought Malacca here, took over, all surrendered, isn't it? So what's the meaning of surrender? When the Japanese, let's take Japanese, when the Japanese government conquered Malaysia, they surrendered, then what was the law that was imposed? Malaysian law, Japanese law. What language you must use? What kind of custom you must follow? When you see someone, what you must do? Bow. Now, there was another chap called Jagadeesan those days, okay? He was a youngster at the time, you know. This is a true story. He passed away now, just now. And his name is Jagadeesan. So one day the Japanese soldier called him his name. He was about 15 years old, no? What's your name? Jagadeesan. No, son, Jagati. San means mister, is he? So Japanese san means mister, like Rajeswan san, you know. So Jagadeesan, no son, mister, Allah, Jagati. No, mister, Jagati. So this is the that means, hello. The surrenderee, or who is the one who surrenders is what? Hello. The surrenderer and the conqueror is, isn't it? The person who surrenders then. Can someone sort this mic out, okay? What mic? Use this, Hello. Use this, what?
Hello, testing.
Hey, begin. This is Seva. Okay, watch his mics, okay? I don't know rhythm. A surrender, what does it mean? That means when you surrender, the surrenderer accepts the customs, culture, everything of the conqueror. Understand? You know, okay, Russians. The Russians went and took over Afghanistan, remember? So did the Afghans surrender? The Afghans surrendered. No, they fought them in the hills, they fought them in the crannies, they fought the Russians. Rambo went there also, you know. And you know, some of you don't know history, you won't know Rambo, okay, alright, doesn't matter. You know who's Rambo? Dr. Segri? Okay, doesn't matter. Read history books about that. Okay, Rambo went there. Rambo couldn't do anything, alright? So, be serious again now. So, the Afghans, they fought them, they didn't surrender. But if you surrender, you accept everything of the conqueror. Likewise, God. When do you surrender to God? You only have surrendered when you take unto yourself the qualities of the conqueror. If the conqueror is love, you become love. If the conqueror is peace, you become peace. If the conqueror is compassion, you become compassion. When you become he, then you have surrendered. Within yourself, you accept all the qualities of the conqueror, and people see the divine in you. You know what Baba says? Baba said, a time must come. What Baba said, I'm just answering this question. Baba said once ago, he's addressing a group of foreign devotees. Foreign devotees in the Mandir, in the Sai Mandir, not Purnachandra, Sai Mandir. You know, Baba said, this hand of mine can turn rock into diamonds. This hand of mine can turn earth into gold. This hand of mine can turn the heaven into earth, earth into heaven. But this hand of mine cannot turn your heart to God. Dear devotees, what a confession. The purpose of the avatar coming is to turn our hearts to God. Yet this avatar is confessing that he does not have the power. That hand that can turn earth into diamond, earth into sky, sky into earth, has no power to turn our hearts to God. It is the mother crying to the child in the house. The mother does not hit the child. The mother, earlier days, Avatar came, he killed. Avatar Rama and Krishna came and killed the unrighteous, okay? But Baba said, I do not kill. If I kill now, I kill everyone, he says. So you see, I've come now to teach you. I give you the torchlight. I can only give you a torchlight. You must walk the path. So we take the torchlight. We kiss the torchlight. We worship the torchlight. But we never use the torchlight. Dear devotees, understand this. What is the torchlight? The torchlight is teachings. So can you imagine the avatar saying this? This hand cannot turn your heart to God. Yet, this same avatar, from mother crying to the child, you know, sometimes when a child was about 6 or 7 years old, you can hit the child, come on, don't do this. But a child is 18 years old now, you can't hit the child anymore. You can only plead and cry, you know. I've seen mothers crying. I've cried. In helplessness, because you can't hit this fellow, you know. You're helpless. Like this child telling, I can't turn your heart to God. Swami is telling, please, devotees, so much I've said you, take something, you know. I can do so much, you know, but I can't turn your heart. But this mother, rising to superhuman heights of divinity, stands and says, a time must come one day when the millions of the world need not come to Prashanti to experience Baba's love. When they meet my devotees, they must feel my love. My love, Baba says, must go to you and through you to the world. My love must go to you and through you to the world. A time will come when people need not come to Prashanti to experience Swami's love. Seeing my devotee, they must feel my love. When you have come to that point, when people see the divinity in you, then you have surrendered. Until that time, the bhajans, the yajna, the seva, the prayers, the navagraha cannot touch the persons. The navagraha cannot touch the person who's got this power within. He can command the navagrahas. Buddha, you know, Buddha told the devas, hey devas, devotees are expecting help from you, don't fail them. He commanded the devas because he was such a reflection of the divine principle. Until that time, continue. Why you must put pictures in the altar, dear devotees? If you only have Baba's picture in the altar, then we become a cult. You go to some of the cult centers. Sai movement not a cult. Baba says, I'm here to feed the roots of religion. I'm here, Sai Center is a multi-religious center. Therefore, have all the religions of the people in there reflected there. It's a very simple command. I'll tell you where I've seen the perfect center. Whereas even the Bangla center is not perfect altar, you know. I thought the perfect center altar was in Medan, Indonesia. I went to Medan, Indonesia when they inaugurated the Medan Center. The Medan Center was built, you know, they had a Buddhist temple because the Buddhist priests became Baba devotees. The Medan Center was built above the Buddhist temple. Flat roof, they built it above. When I walked into the center, you know what I found to my surprise? The center picture, big center picture, picture of Kuan Yin. Beside Kuan Yin picture was smaller, slightly smaller picture of Baba. And then all the other religions. I was stunned first, you know. Then I said, oh my God. These fellows understood Baba's teachings more than all of us, okay? What does Baba say? All names are mine. All forms are mine. But we devotees don't believe that, no? So when you sing a song to Krishna, you must sing Sai Krishna. Then Baba will be happy. Somehow Puttapati Krishna, Sai Krishna, Baba Rama, Puttapati Rama, all must come in. We must have somewhere Puttapati, Sai, then only Swami will be happy. A clean song only to Krishna or Rama cannot be. Swami. He says all names are mine, you don't believe her. But why must you put out? Can you imagine now? Why must the Kuan Yin picture so fantastic for me? Because I realize, my God, look at these fellas. Tell me, when new people start coming to that place, okay, or even non-devotees come, they look at the altar, they see, this Sai Baba center, hey, how come he's giving respect to Kuan Yin? Baba's teaching. Baba says, you must follow our religion. He says, all religions are one. He is in Kuan Yin also. You mean you see Kuan Yin in Sai Baba? Yeah. Understand the devotees? But the point I take from this question is this. Don't have 500 Hindu pictures. Sometimes have 500 Hindu god forms. Token, one Chinese, one Christian, one Buddha small tucked away somewhere. Huh? We put already one. It's the Hindu chauvinism, you know. Please drop the Hindu chauvinism. The Hindu devotees today, I tell you now, your great responsibility. You must foster the Chinese in your center. You must foster them, help them and encourage them. Give them support. The proudest moment of my life was when I handed over the torch, you know, when Malaysia handed over the torch to Uncle Tang handed over to Malaysia. Because we worked to make that happen. Imagine their devotees. Then in the center now, Chinese devotees, you all sing only Indian songs. English no, because why? Baba likes these songs. Because Indian songs, Puttapati songs. Dear devotees, imagine this. If Baba was born in Guangdong, China, 23rd November we'll be going to Guangdong, China. Baba's birthday. Always singing Wang Lao Chao Si, we sing all the Chinese words. And then we'll say, oh yo, this Chinese language, you know, is the God's language. Only Chinese man. Then we come to Sai Center, all Chinese pictures will be. Can you imagine now, you Chinese Indian devotees? Chinese pictures, all Chinese, and Chinese have enough pictures to compete with Indian pictures, okay? Tai Ting, Tai Sing, Tai Song, Lok Wan, this and the other, so many pictures. And then, okay lah, Indian devotees also there. Okay lah, love all, serve all. Put one small picture of Krishna there. You now, Indian devotee coming center. You see, oh many Chinese pictures, one small picture of Krishna. But you dare not open your mouth, you know. Because you're Baba devotee. They'll think you're extremist. So you keep quiet. Supposing one day a Chinese leader comes, who sees the heart of the Indian devotees there, and say, hey, I must be equal to all of them. Come on, remove all the pictures. We put equal balance to all the religions. How the Indian heart will feel. Oh, you're the Chinese, respect us now, you know. The same thing, you Indian devotees, do for the Chinese. Dear devotees, next question. There are Baba, this is a very general question, good question. There are Baba devotees who are engaged in, by the way, one other thing. What I am saying now to the Indian, I say this in Europe, you know, dear devotees, I'm fearless when I say these kind of things. Because I'm only talking Swami's message, you know. I went to Europe, in Germany. I went to German center, they invited me to speak, German Sai Center. And all strangers to me, and at least you all know me, they're strangers. I went as a guest. I entered the German Sai Center, one picture of Baba, the big picture of Baba. At the bottom of the thing, small statue of Ganapati, Krishna was there. Or Udupati was there. Then, that's all. No picture of Christ, nothing, you know. So they asked me to speak, I got up. You know what I said? I stunned them, Group was sitting down there. Dear devotees, a very nervous feeling when I'm here. I feel as though I'm in a center of cult worship. I said, I see Baba, little tiny Krishna and Ganapati there. Where is Christ? Dear devotees, can you imagine this? I said, new people will read Baba's messages. Baba says, I'm here to foster the roots of religion. I'm here to make Christian better Christian, Hindu better Hindu. My centers are oceans in which all the rivers merge. They come here, they see, hey, this is not what he said in his message. He's bluffing us. This is a cult. As I'm talking like this, I'm going, actually, they may chase me away from the center and not invite me again. But I must speak what I think Swami's message, I'm not here to favor anybody, okay? As I was speaking to devotees, I saw one piece of roll, something coming from the back of the hall, not to the front. Ding, 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 and then went to the altar, and ding, one Christ picture. And then subsequently, when I came back, they wrote to me and said, Dear Brajaga, thank you very much, You awakened us to understand that's what we should do. There are Baba devotees who engage in occupation work that brings great misery and suffering to other human beings and spread ill health. Yet they are close to Baba and may even be spiritually close. The money earned from such unrighteousness work is channeled into good Sai work of great benefit for other human beings. The perception then may be that Sai condones the source of funds. We are in no position to judge others, as Swami is the great bookkeeper of our lives. But is there an explanation, justification here? The question itself is judgmental. Dear devotees, firstly, who are you to pass judgment on righteousness or unrighteousness of anybody's work? Do you know, for example, among the great Indian Hindu saints who are worshipped today, were some who were meat cutters, who were butchers. That is the occupation. That was born in a butcher family. He continues to be a butcher. That's his occupation. Dear devotees, who are we to say that this money that was donated to Baba came from unrighteous work? Let us say even this. Sai is the greatest hospital. Do you know who are the people who are close to Swami? The question here is very interesting. Who does Swami call and is close to? Let me answer this question in a very practical way. Since there are so many doctors here, let me explain in medical terms. Hospital, super specialty hospital is there. In that super specialty, there is one supreme surgeon or whatever you call it. The supreme doctor there in the hospital. Then there are doctors, normal doctors below him. Physician is the top fellow, then normal doctors there. After that, nurses. Then there are the other assistants. And then there are patients and visitors, isn't it? This hospital environment. Am I right, doctor? Okay. Doctor agrees. Now, this chief top physician, who do you think now this top physician will go and talk to during the course of his work? Will he talk to the visitors who are coming in there? Hello? He'll avoid them really, isn't it? Will he bother to go and talk to all the nurses and all the men cleaning the thing, all this? No. Will he talk to his specialist doctors under him? Yes. Consult them. He'll talk to other doctors who are working for the hospital? Yes. Will he talk to will he go and look at very closely and help with the serious patients who are going to die? Will he go and check with normal cough and cold and all this? Now you know who Baba calls. Very simple, devotees. Swami calls those who are part of his mission. The specialists, the doctors who are working for his mission. We sit in the veranda. Why? Because they're part of the mission, He wants to tell us some instruction with that. Please, I tell you one thing. Don't think sitting in the veranda, he looks at us and talks to us every time. It doesn't. Now sitting in the crowd those days, Those days when I sit in the crowd, thousands will be there. Thousands will be there. I just fly in for Europe for 2 days. He'll come, someone look at me. Hey, Jagadi, when will you come? Come. He'll call me like this. Like this he'll call me. 2 days he'll call me so often. 40 interviews like this. Now he's in the veranda, he ignores me. Why? I'm part of his team. It's like the prodigal son, okay? The prodigal son. The son was close, hey, how come you didn't give me a big feast? You gave the lost son because you're already part of me. So unless there's some specific issue, then what is the finish, So who will he talk to? He will talk to the specialists and the doctors. He'll also call the very sick fellows who can be cured, and once cured can be a benefit to mankind. Baba's mission is Dharma Samstapana. Can you imagine if Baba manages to convert 1 millionaire, instead of looking for himself, buying bigger cars, bigger jet plane, to give the money for the poor and the sick? Do you know how many thousands can benefit? Do you agree? Baba is the greatest social worker in the world. He's taking money here. He doesn't ask for money also. No? He tells, don't give me money. Don't give me, I don't have money, he says. Come empty hands, he says. But then the point will come in the heart, They want to give, But since they don't know how to give the love pure and simple, they give it in form of cash as donation for his work. That's all. So let us not judge this person. Swami has put him in some treatment room, and his money is being used for welfare. The majority of the center I belong to is Indian community. Tamil is not used at all. Our Tamil is linked very directly to our culture, religion, philosophy, etc. We must see where our Indians stand in our Malaysian community. The usage of Tamil language would help this one, the illiterate and others, to join the Sai family. I'm afraid in nearest future our Tamil language would be like extinct dinosaur. Steven Spielberg, Jurassic Park. Will be extinct dinosaur one day. Neglecting one's mother tongue is neglecting one's own mother. As you know, only Chinese devotees increasing day by day. Why not Indian? Don't we care about our own community who are backward? Don't we want to bring the Indian together? Question number one, I'll give the answer. Dear devotees, very good question. That is why Sathya Sai Central Council has launched the track program. We have formed, Uncle Tangaraja is leading the Sathya Sai track for the Hindus. And the SAC is the track for Chinese. To bring that's why the Chinese culture you saw here yesterday. But if your center is not doing it, it's your center chairman's fault. Every Sai center must care for its clientele. If your entire Sai center is only Tamil speaking, then well and good speak in Tamil. But if there are even 2 or 3 non-Tamil speaking people, you've got to speak in language everyone understands. But nothing to prevent you. Then of course, if you've got Chinese in your environment, and you know they could become devotees also, do you want to keep yourself fully only Tamil center? So what you must do, use buddhi now. I give example Bangsa Center. Bangsa Center started with only, not that I'm telling you Bangsa Center is great, this is a useless center, but I'm telling you now, just example. Okay? Raju, chairman, okay, sorry brother, chairman. Yeah, good center. Sonnalu mati, sonnati mati, Okay, good center, anyhow. Bangsa Center, the example only I'm giving, Bangsa Center used, all the thing was in English, all announcement. Then we found that Chinese were coming in who didn't understand English. There are a lot of Chinese devotees who understood English. Many Chinese are coming who don't understand English. And poor fellows, they don't understand the bhajan. They don't understand, just pure, the Swami just come and sit down and tolerate this thing, the unbearable language, So then we instructed, I told you yesterday, then we said, sing Chinese bhajans, okay, Then I said, Indian devotee must sing Chinese bhajans, the instruction. But why did the devotees accept? Because they know I love them, I tell them this with love. I made them understand why. I made them understand that if the Chinese must sing Indian bhajan, what's harm with Indian singing Chinese bhajan? It's a two-way street. Devotion cannot be one-way street. Brotherhood cannot be one-way street. One day understood logic, they all follow. That's why what I say, don't enforce discipline, motivate discipline. Motivate devotion, motivate them to. Now, then we found the Chinese were growing. So what we did was, when the SAC was formed, they formed a special Chinese session on Friday. Bangsa Bhajan is Tuesday. On Friday, Chinese, and everything is in Chinese there. The lectures Chinese, bhajan Chinese, is in Chinese, And we told them they can do anything in Chinese they want. They can do the Chinese ceremony, we don't care. We encourage. For Chinese New Year, we encourage big mistakes we sometimes do. They only have Indian functions. Indian Diwali, you have Sivaratri, Navaratri, Datratri, everything you have, okay? If there are Chinese devotees, it is responsibility of the leaders during Chinese festivals, Chinese New Year or Vesak Day, have a special program for the Chinese devotees to feel devotion. That doesn't exempt the Chinese and the Indians from fulfilling their religious duties in respective temples. Dear devotees, never make the mistake. The Sai Baba center is not your Hindu substitute temple. It should not be. If not, there's a great danger of a backlash. I tell you, one incident happened to me many years ago. I was in a temple to speak, singing bhajans of all the gods in Amar. When I sing, I only sing Krishna. If I sing Murugan, I sing. Rarely you see me mixing the song, mixing Sai and this thing. For me, Murugan, I see Sai, I don't care. For me, all is one. So I sang in the songs for Muruga, Ganapati. Then I got up and spoke about the glory of one fellow from Sramban, he came. And then I invited them to come to meditation in our center. So they all came. They all saw the altar, all the Hindu god forms and all the things. I said, brother, I didn't realize that you all give respect to Hindu gods also. I said, what do you mean? It's an interfaith movement. You know why? We thought the Sai movement is attacking Hinduism. I said, why you say that? In Sramban, he said, sorry, told me in Sramban, many years ago, the Sai temple used to get a lot of devotees coming to the temple for normal worship. When the Sai center was established, the Hindu devotees shifted their once a week prayer to the Sai center and stopped going to the temple. What temple authorities will think? What will normal Hindus think, you think? That Baba is moving Hindus out of Hinduism. You must see the mission, Then I said, no, nonsense, they're not following Swami's teachings, okay? Dear devotees, make sure the Sai devotees must go back and enrich their temples, okay? Take from the Sai center the energy of Sai and go and put it back into Sai Hindu temples, put it back into Buddhist temples, put it back into Chinese temples. The next mission for the Chinese devotees is this. As today, we Hindus, in KL especially, we go to any center, the temple, they allow us to sing bhajans, Especially we don't mention Baba Krishna anymore. We just sing only whatever Hindu god forms. We like to see now the mass Chinese women now going into Chinese temples and singing Chinese songs to the glory of the Chinese god forms. But let them, don't sing about Sai Baba there. Let them know the Sai Baba devotee is doing it. That is it. Sai Baba devotees fostering Hinduism, fostering Chinese tradition. This is the challenge of the millennium. Take this as a challenge, millennium challenge. The year 2000, every town must be singing bhajans. Chinese, Indians are not already doing it now, okay? Chinese, at least one Chinese temple you must sing. Not Sai, not a Sai center, but as the Chinese sing. So the Chinese know, wow, Sai Baba is fostering the Chinese tradition and culture. Okay. Now we come to a bit more sensitive questions, okay? I'm keeping sensitive to the last, so I can really go to town on that one. Okay. This is a nice one. This is an interesting, some very spiritual question. What is the evil eye, or nazar in Hindi? To keep away this evil eye, many put black dots on their face of their children. If the black pottu also serves this purpose, what protects a married woman? See, they say the black pottu protects either here, the center here, protects the child. Then married, you don't put black and what protects the married woman? Husband doesn't protect her. What do you do? My husband can't follow everywhere. See, problem has got to work. Who's protecting at a time? Why do we need to wear the black dot or black string or black bangle? Does the black dot on my face serve the same purpose as the black pottu? Thank you. Dear devotees, this answer which I'm giving you now is given to us through the fourth dimension, because this answer we had to get Murugan to a fantastic answer to us. The human body has a certain gateways through which negative energy can enter you. Negative energy means what? I don't mean ghosts, in the form, Hantu coming. There's no such thing, Hantu coming and biting you. Thing. That somebody may have bit you, don't tell Hantu bit you, okay? But negative energy means what? These are people who have passed away, for example, who passed a lot of evil in them, the evil energy is still around. Or this called, they call this, the Chinese call it hungry ghost, you know. They're all around us all the time. Now, people have certain psychic spots in the body in which they can enter. One is the center here, one is the back of your neck, one is here at the heel. That's why they say when you walk into your house after you come to a graveyard, you wash your heel. Okay, these are protection zones. Now, in all tradition they have this. The Chinese used to have an anklet, you know, like a chain, little chain down the knees, isn't it? Chinese also, I think, used to put a dot on the face, something. They use like a beauty mark. They use all this thing. You know? The Indians used to follow here or the beauty mark here. These are what to create a sort of a scar. Ladies especially, girls especially, are more susceptible to this. Okay, because you know, and because the gentleness, the features, what have you, they find entry easier. The negative forces. Now, negative force won't come inside you and make you into, you know, antu or do like no, but it'll cause disturbance in you. Suddenly you fall sick. They can't come and kill you. And suddenly you feel restless. Suddenly you find your husband, wife fighting each other, or children being done. So these forces come and disturb your vibrations. You know. So when you put this black dots here, it creates a block. It's a psychic block. The blocks it. Okay. Chain is same purpose. Gold chain. Anklets they wear same purpose. All the Eastern traditions understood this secret. But today, they don't do that now. Because not fashionable. Even our Indian girls, they're shy to put it dot. Westerners now putting dot now. No? Madonna puts a dot now. Thank God for Madonna. Now all Indian girls follow. Madonna putting, you know, we also better put. And then, one thing I tell you, all our people are telling the boys, you know, Kadu Kududa, put the piercings, never do. Now it's American fellow, you know, when put now all the Indian boys put, no. What American musicians have done to Indian culture, fantastic. Now, dear devotees, when the person marries, when the girl marries, and she becomes a wife, what happens? Why red pottu? All this is a good question. Okay? Now ladies, what they do? Green sari, green pottu. Yellow sari, yellow pottu. Why? No, those days, they know color. They didn't know the fashion. Only black they had, see. Nowadays, so much color we got, so we put la. Those days, no color. Better color than what now. But dear devotees, why the red dot? Very powerful reason. When the yagna is done in the front of the marriage couple, when you're marrying, okay, what is the color of that flame? Red. The Agni, in the marriage, they invoke what is called Agni Sakshi. That means Agni is a witness. And Baba himself has said, Agni is a messenger, you know. Baba said, Agni is a messenger who takes a message to Devas. Agni, that means what? Agni is not just a fire, Agni is energy, you know. And Agni energy, you see, manifested like a flame. Inside us, Agni is there. The one that digests our food is Agni. And Agni is energy, like Shakti, okay? Agni is there. Color what? Red. In the world outside, what is the most powerful symbol of Agni you see? Sun. Shape of the sun? When the lady takes that kumkum, and they say, no, they say, this Agni is now witnessing this marriage, and puts there on the forehead. It's a symbol of Agni Sakshi. The witness now is with you. What ladies must do, those Hindu ladies who have made this tradition, how to invoke this. Every morning, take your thali. Take this kumkum in front of your altar. Put this kumkum on the thali and chant your Saramangala Mangala mantra. Many Hindu devotees, Indian ladies now, thali is so expensive, especially South Indian, especially Shulnis. Thicker the thali, the greater the marriage. So what they do now, now first they put a big thali, then they scared to put a thali, so thali in the bank. The only thali they have is the food, thali eating food, okay? Dear devotees, all Indian Hindu ladies know when the thali should be taken out from the neck. You know this is not? Right. Yet, because you have no understanding of your culture, no understanding of your tradition, no understanding of religion, without hesitation, you just take out a thali, you know. In the ancient days, the lady will die before she gives the tali away. She'll die. Because the tali protects the honor of the husband also. Because for you, no significance. Because why? Not your fault. The adults have failed to teach you this tradition, teach you this culture, teach you the power of this. But then, why? Then what happened was, this question, the session was going on, and we asked, then because now people are afraid, people steal, is it? Steal the tali, so they put it away. No one tells you put the tali outside there and go like this, okay? You tuck it downside and wrap it up so that no one can see it, heaven's sake, okay, all right. That's happened. Now, that is people steal. I'm going to, maybe it's funny story, no, this story is written, I think, in the fourth dimension. I'm going to tell you now. We raised the question with Murugan when he was in trance. Now, he said, have faith in God, he said. You invoke us. Every morning you put this Mangalyam, this Shakti, and invoke, we will protect the tali. Can you imagine? We will protect. So my wife, who had taken the tali away out also, put it back. Shanti, put it back. One day, incident happened. So what happened was, one day, I was not at home, I was in the office. My wife had put the tali, and she started doing this, okay? She was one day sitting in the center at the back of the hall, playing the harmonium, practicing 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Dear devotees, suddenly she turns around. My house doors, my gates of my house are open early morning, 7 o'clock, and never close until midnight. I don't know who comes there or goes there, but Baba protect my house, finish. This man had come inside, playing harmonium 12 o'clock. Suddenly she turned, saw this man there. He grabbed the tali she was wearing, okay? She was wearing a tali plus a thin chain with Baba's picture on it. He grabbed both the tali like this and started taking it out. She clung to it. He dragged her. The floor was a linoleum floor, okay? Linoleum. So he dragged her across the hall, okay? And she's calling, Baba, 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 Baba. She's calling like that. And she reached I told her, he managed to take the tali out. Now holding in his hand was this tali, Ceylonese tali, lot of gold. Now I'm telling you why tali was important, okay? The heavy gold tali, okay? I paid for it, I should know, Okay. He took the tali, then holding the hand plus the thin chain, it's a silver chain in his hand. He's holding this. Now he's got what he wants. Then the amazing took place. He stood there like this, He took that silver chain, gave this tali back to my wife, and said, give me money. She said, I got no money. Give me a earring. Negotiating going on. No? So she took out the earring and gave. At the time she gave, some workers were around there doing some work in the house. They came in, he ran away. Yet would you believe this? This man who took the tali out in his hand, gave it back to her. Invoke me, we will protect your tali. This is your culture. This is your tradition. This is your religion. Unless you believe in the power of divine, divine cannot come to you. You must believe in this power. Finally, I want to ask one question. There's one. Okay, I got 50 minutes more. Right. Very sensitive question now, okay? Two questions now, let me ask one, okay? One question, yeah? This very unusual, this one. This question was given to me in a photostat form, okay? Now, the people who gave this to me didn't give me the name of who sent this to me. They said, Brother Jaga, it's better that you don't know who the person is. Why? So that you can answer more frankly. Sometimes you know the person, you may be more gentle, okay? I say, what kind of question is it? Question, it's a comment actually, I want to react to this. The Sai organization seems to be going a little off track at the national level. Firstly, number one, why is so much time and money being wasted for showmanship and entertainment? What has happened to our Ceiling on Desires program in this sector? Slide shows and OHP are okay. What's the idea of so much spent on costumes, props, even the laser show? Is something like over-decorating our center altars with flowers. Sai already loves us, and we love Sai. Let us have more workshops and blueprints for action and less entertainment. Dear devotees, tell this to Swami. Why do you think Swami allows thousands to be spent for the float festival? Why do you think Swami allows thousands to be spent on dramas on stage? You think for his entertainment? Why do you think Swami allows so much to spend on costumes by his own students? It is because We want to encourage these youngsters, make them feel, but this, they can experience this in the discourse if you want them. You know. Here we encourage their talent, the ability. Culture is fostered. Look at the Chinese thing we saw here today. Dear devotees, comment about the laser. Please don't be so naive and so arrogant to all of you, whoever wrote this, to think we have less consciousness of cost than you. Luckily, I don't know that person. Okay? So I can talk like this. You think we don't know what is money? You think we took money from you? Heaven's sake. These youngsters, using their contact and their love and their goodwill, people understanding what we're doing, they donated that free of charge. Let me tell you, Baba has said, don't be afraid about money, he said. Do. If your act is noble, your motive is pure, money will come. Asian Drama Festival. You know how much it cost? $500,000. How dare we do this? Money came. No sources. Hugest thing we have. Why? Youth, how are we to foster youth and encourage them, make them feel grand and give them a position, you know, that they feel, hey, we are recognized, we're welcome. Dear devotees, I agree with you, don't waste money, but use money. These costumes, of example, same costumes were done in Prashanti in front of Swami. Now being reused. Reuse his costumes. You know, there was a costume where the ladies, big ladies with a red thing and they're doing like this, you know. That dance was done in front of Swami. The same costume done here. So please, if you can, help. Baba says, open your heart, shut your mouth. And another thing I tell you, for all these youngsters, for this half an hour show you had here, represents hours and hours and hours of training and dedication, okay? They're giving their time for what? For all of you. So you can come and see this thing and get his message through this. Every of the items had a message, isn't it? Hello, isn't it? Can you imagine the impact on the youth watching this? How the message will take in their hearts. Second question. Why are some people being praised and overpraised? The whole organization become personality altar, where the VIPs praise each other. Let us see some dynamic new blood telling us what has been done at center level. Let us have a national convention of sharing and caring, not praising and flattering. This convention is a convention of sharing and caring. So that you not come and share and care here. You go and share and care back home. You're sharing and caring not among you here, heaven's sake. You're sharing and caring, you're going to share with your poor and the sick and the needy. Everything we've done here is to motivate you to go back and do that. Yes or not? Dear devotees, complimenting, flattering each other. Why did Baba spend virtually 1 hour one day praising Indulal Shah and gave him a diamond ring with an S and a cross, like a dollar sign, okay? S, dollar sign. You know why? Indulal Shah, S-I. I thought, why Baba gave you a dollar sign? I asked him, you know. He said, no, it's my initial, he said. S-I. Why does Baba do this? Baba gives what is a kankan to devotees in front of all of us. Why does Baba do this? Why does Baba call people and honor them on stage? Give saris to them. Why does Baba do this? You think the people want it? If Baba comes and talks somebody enough already, you know. The devotees don't want this. Let me tell this to you, okay, the devotees. I assure you. If anybody I know for a fact is working because they want the honor and name, I will never call them and give it to them, okay? Dear devotees, tell me which one people here who doesn't need this honor or this honor we have given. I praise Brother Chia. That's Chia. Chia! Come here, Chia. I praise Brother Chia. Let me tell, I praise all this. Yesterday I gave you the reason why I praised Uncle Nataraja, Uncle Tangaraja, Suresh Govind, Ravi. All the dedicated hours and hours of time, you know, and I feel so humble when I stand in front of these people, okay? Chia. Sit, Chia. This brother Chia, I praised him. Wait. But this praise is not got because Chia, now Chia today, you know. You know who's this Chia? Once he came to Bangsa Center once, I tell you. He and his wife came at the back, they're sitting alone. Quietly, no one knew them. Then I found this Chia, this Chinese man, plumpish a bit. I know who he was, you know, who he was. Then I found this man, everywhere I go and give talks in Hindu temples. I'm starting to talk, I'll see him come to the back and he'll sit down and take notes. His hunger for knowledge is so much. I'm telling you, Hindu temple talk, he'll be back there taking notes. Everywhere I go, then I see, he'll come to the old folks' home, sweeping the drain, sweeping this, cleaning this. I don't know who this character, you know. Then I got to know him. You know who he is? The man who built the Putra World Trade Center. The man who helped to build the Dayabhumi building. He was not an out-of-work fellow, nothing to do, Minaka Tambatan coming and doing all this, okay? He was a man who engineers everything behind him, yet he took the time to come. Then he dedicated, he was at one time my deputy, okay? Was he my deputy, sir? Deputy. I tell you, I could have given my life for a deputy like that, okay? And wonderful, he helped serve. It is this particular years and years and years of service which none of you see. You only see the tip of the iceberg, you know. I know the bottom of the iceberg. Then honor is given. I tell you one thing though. But Cha, now I'm telling in front of you. I love you, I tell you this to Cha. He worked and worked and worked. But somehow today I find perhaps the engine is slightly getting tired, okay? But Cha, I hope, I'm telling this to you in your face because I love you. I hope now, after this convention, this Chinese dragon will rise again and blow its flame of love all over Malaysia. Let us see this until new millennium, Cha, to rise again. I want to give you something to take back home now. I want to give all of you, put this on, the devotees. This is now a practical sadhana now for all of you, okay? Take back home and practice this. What is God consciousness? The last one, I'll tell you why I'm keeping this for last, because what I call expansion of consciousness or plugging in. So I call this. What is God? Everyone says expansion of consciousness. God, what is God consciousness? Dear devotees, I want to share this with you. Today, what type of consciousness do we have here? What's the meaning of consciousness? Thinking all the time. If all the time think of God, you have God consciousness. What is God consciousness? Today, what is this? Today we have, from morning till we go to sleep, what are the consciousness we have here? We have food consciousness, money consciousness, work consciousness, girl boy consciousness, movie consciousness, drink consciousness, video consciousness. How often do we have God consciousness? 1 minute in front of the altar, almost another in the evening, that's all. How often we think of food all the day? How often we think of money all the time? How many of you think of work, girl, boy? All this consciousness is there now, dear devotees, in our lives. Then, what about God consciousness? How can we then derive this God consciousness? Okay? Baba talks about constant integrated awareness. How can we plug in to have God consciousness all day? Imagine now, God is not sitting in Prasanthi Nilayam or sitting in the altar here. He is a cosmic vibration, electricity current. If I can plug into this current and tap the source all the time, can you imagine now if I can have this kind of thing here like this? Let's say this one here. Got a wire here. We have this now. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let us say now I have a wire, and if I don't know how to plug in, I can't get the power, isn't it? But I can't take this wire all around town with me. But God is the invisible force. I can plug in any time. How then? How many times should we pray a day? Prayer is plugging in. Muslims say 5 times a day. I say no, much more. Let us start. Go. What does Baba, quickly now, what does Baba say? Okay. Baba has said that our day starts not when we wake up. When we go to bed, our day starts. Our next day starts when we go to bed. Why? Because how we sleep affects our next day, isn't it? Bad sleep and day is affected. Thus here a 15-point plan. 16 for constant integrated awareness, CIA. How many times a day should we pray? Go, next one. Number 1, when we go to bed, a short prayer. When you go to bed, you have a short prayer. Even Sai Ram, thank you God for the day. Please protect me. Suffice. When you go to bed, when you sleep now, say Sai Ram, God please protect me. First time. How many? 3 seconds. Next. When you wake up. First thing, don't say Ayah. Ooh. First word, Sai Ram. Second, plug in. 2 seconds. 2 seconds plug in. Next one. If you do morning exercise, I've taught you now yesterday this morning, chant mantra, silent mantra in your mind. Third, plugging in. If you don't do exercise, exempted. Next one. When bathing, chant the Gayatri mantra. Don't go and sing, what love songs, Taiya, 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 Jagataiya, Taiya, Taiya. Chant the Gayatri. Why? That if you chant the Gayatri, make your body, make your bath an abhishekam. Make your bath, you become the divine. Chant the Gayatri while you're bathing. Fourth one. After bath is your first formal prayer of the day in front of the altar. A short one. No need to make it 1 hour exercise, and bore God, okay? A short one, talk to God. Ask Him to guard and guide you, that's all. Chant mantra, don't bore God with a lot of things He knows, You chant the Gayatri mantra, you chant the Ganapati, all He knows what. He knows every mantra you're going to chant, Talk to Him. Talk to Him. Establish a relationship with Him. But don't say, Baba, I need some lottery. Don't ask Him petty things. Say, Baba, guard me, guide me. What I need, give me. What I deserve, give me. That's all. Next. Before breakfast in the breakfast room, chant, pray, okay? Gayatri mantra, whatever, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. When you do that, you actually offer to the Devas, Long story about that. Next one. As you leave your home, pause in the doorway and just say silent prayer, God, protect my home. That's all. Silent prayer. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. You're plugging in, plugging in, plugging in. You establish God everywhere, every point. Next one. As you get into your car, before you start the engine, just say Sai Ram, Sai Ram. God, plug in. Next one. If you go by bus, don't walk around seeing the sights there, cinema poster, everything, all girls walking around or boys walking around. Chant Gayatri mantra. Baba says, Gayatri mantra can chant anytime, anywhere. Railway station, bus station, anywhere, chant the Gayatri. Gayatri protects you. Next one. At work or in school, as you sit down, in your office for example, have a short prayer before you start. Baba says, don't think of me all the time while you're working. When your current is there. If I plug the current, I can forget about the current, isn't it? Current starts working. So once you plug in, you can forget about the current. So only when you cannot plug in, then you remember the current, you see. Plug in, forget about it. His work. Now, but if you're working in, I got my own room, I can sit down and play. If you're sitting in an office, many other people, don't go and sit down there. Excuse me. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Om Gam Ganapatiya Namaha. Don't flout your devotion, okay? Silently, as though you're writing something, do it. The flood mustn't know you're praying. Silently. Next one. Lunch. You go for lunch now. Please don't go and sit here. You're sitting with the friends. Excuse me, while I say my prayers, okay? Om Pramatpanam Brahmami. As though you're inspecting for some insect in the food, chant the mantra. The greatest mantra publicly is when they don't know you're praying. If you're all side devotees, of course you all can do it together. Next one. As you go home, in the car or bus, shout hello to God. Hello God, that's all. Praise what? No, hello to God. That's all. Next one, 12th one, 13th one. If you exercise in the evening, many of you don't, I hope from now on you do. When you're doing, I do for example jogging or swimming. I swim in the whole swim is mantras, One length, Ganapati Gayatri. Next length, Sai Gayatri. Like this, my whole exercise become mantras. Next one. Evening bath, second Abhishek. Repeat. Prayer. Plug in. Plug in. Every time plugging in, understand? Next one. Second formal prayer from the altar. This is the longer. Others all 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second plug in. Formal prayer in the altar. But this time with your family. With your family. Family prayer once a day must be. Next one, 15. 16, a short remembrance thanks for dinner. Next one. back to one before you go to bed. 17 plug-in points. Contact with consciousness. Make him your constant presence in your life. I'm giving you a practical tool, easy to implement tool. First you'll do it consciously. After some time, subconsciously it'll become awareness of God all the time. Dear devotees, thank you very much. I've been warned that they won't invite me anymore. So I must well continue anyhow, is it? No, with these words, I hope I've given you some little thing now. And I want to tell you, finish by telling you how to go to heaven or hell. Avatar 1, next session, okay? Finish. Finish, okay. Okay. How to go, whether you know have heaven or hell. Finish, brother, finish. I'm coming. While I walk down, I'll tell the story, okay? Wait. While I want to tell the story. Now, how to go to heaven or hell? Simple issue. Listen very carefully. You must know where you're going to go. One Swamiji one day was going around begging for food, for the, like mendicant. He came to one house. Asked, Amma, food, ma. The lady of the house came down and said, Swami, what is it? Food, Swamiji. As he's asking for food, behind the Swamiji, the roadside, one funeral procession is going. Funeral procession. This mother lady of the house turned to the servant maid. Hey, servant, Lakshmi, you go and find out that man who passed away, whether he's going to heaven or hell. Okay, Amma. The maid went. This Swamiji is standing looking, what is this? Oh my God. We Swamijis are searching the secret for this for thousands of years. This lady is asking the servant to go and find out whether the man is going to go to heaven or hell. Waited. This lady came and gave the food to the Swamiji. Swamiji waited. This servant girl came back, listening. Amma, he's going to heaven, Amma. How does she know all this? She's waiting. The lady, Swami, anything else? Amma, no. I want to ask one question. Can I ask? What is it? Amma, what we sages and saints are looking for thousands of years. You simply ask a servant lady to go and find out to heaven, and she's telling you. How does she know? How does she know, Amma? Can you share this great secret with me? Swami, simple. How? I asked the servant lady to join the crowd following the procession and listen to what the people are saying. If people are saying, what a wonderful person. We're going to miss him so much, This man is going to go to heaven. If the people are saying, useless fellow, thank God he's gone, okay? He's going to go to hell. Dear devotees, wait. Dear devotees, Baba says, remember two things, God and death. Death is definitely with us, okay? Ask yourself now. One day we'll be there. People following behind, will they be saying, thank God he's gone? Or will they be saying, what a great loss to this world, to society? You yourself will now know whether you're destined for heaven or for hell. Make this life heaven or hell. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Jaga. An inspiring speaker, but I tell you, the only thing he's fighting in life is time. Brother, he had been very, very stern, and being stern, he was very firm. He may have hit many of us, but the same hand that hits is the same hand that lifts all of us. With that, that's the man, Brother Jaga. Another big round of applause.